Howdy folks, Sunday in the South. Hope everybody doing real good. We're going to be putting together some beef birria tacos. These have become somewhat of a fad. Very trendy these days. I've actually made these before and didn't even realize that I had some chili Colorado left over. And I just shredded the beef up and put it in a shell and used the chili sauce for dipping. We're going to do this a little differently than chili Colorado as far as ingredients. The process is pretty similar. When we get done braising the beef, we're going to skim that fat off the top. And we're going to use that fat to actually fry the shells in. It makes a big difference when you're cooking these. And I'm not going to say this is an easy recipe. It's quite a few ingredients and it is a process to it. But I tell you what, it's a special treat. Just like braised short ribs. It's over the top. I've got about 8 to 10 Guajillo Chilis here. I'm going to cut the stems off of them and go down the sides and try to get as many of the seeds out as I can. I'm sure you've seen this before, the chili Colorado recipe. It's the same process here. We're trying to get these chili pods cleaned up. And I'm going to put them in this pot over here. We're going to get a little oil on them here shortly and toast them just a minute or two. And then get some beef broth on there with a few other ingredients, which would include a tablespoon of oregano, a teaspoon of cumin. We're going to put some allspice in here. You can use about a quarter teaspoon of cloves instead. If you want to crush those up, that'll be fine. We got about a quarter cup of diced carrots and a quarter cup of celery we're going to put in here. I've got a cube of chicken bouillon, and I think it is the Caldo de Pollo. It's got MSG in it. Traditionally, this is made just with water, and a couple of those bouillons will be dropped in the water with these chili pods. I'm going to be using a beef broth instead, but I'm still going to put that cube in there. If you don't have that, a packet of Sazon Goya will probably work pretty good too. Other than that, we're going to need a little bit of honey, and I've got about 3 tomatoes diced up over here. Now you can use a can of tomatoes, probably a 15-ounce can, maybe a can and a half of canned tomatoes would be fine. And then we're going to throw a couple bay leaves in there. Let this simmer for about 30 minutes. We're going to put a stick blender down in his pot, make some chili sauce. So I'm going to get these finished up and we'll be back shortly. We'll get this on the fire. Alright, let's get these chili pods heated up. Get a little olive oil in here. Just going to let these toast a minute. Alright, we got the chili pods heated up there. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 cups. That's 3 cups of unsalted beef broth. I've got some Chipotles. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of these in there. Now, these are pretty hot. Use at your own discretion. If you don't have any of them, you can use a teaspoon of smoked paprika instead. I'll get a tablespoon of oregano in. Teaspoon of cumin. We're going to get about 2 stalks of celery in there. That's less than a quarter of a cup. Got 1 chopped carrot. That's less than a quarter of a cup. That's going in. We're going to get about a tablespoon of honey in here. One-quarter teaspoon of allspice. Chicken bouillon cube. 2 bay leaves. and our tomatoes. We'll get a lid on there and we'll let this simmer very low for about 30 minutes. Alright, while our chili pods are over there steeping, let's get this chuck roast processed here. This is about 2 1/4 pounds, and you're going to want between 2 and 3 pounds, and you want to find one that's got a lot of fat on it, because like I said, we're going to use that fat later. Fry our taco shells in. I just want to cut this into some chunks, 2 to 3 inches. And we're going to get some salt and pepper on here. Generous salt and pepper. It looks pretty good. We'll get that in the pot and get it seared off here in just a few minutes. And then we got some onion that needs to go in. That's a whole onion, and I got about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic chopped up over there. I got a pot heated up pretty good. Let's get some vegetable oil in. Layer beef in here. We're going to sear this up on all sides. Get a nice little fond built up on the bottom, and then we'll get these onions and the garlic in. Alright, we got our beef browned off here pretty good. I'm going to get it out of the pot. And sometimes folks will skip this step and just put the beef chunks in to braise and not brown them off. And I wouldn't recommend that. You want to brown your meat off. Get a fond built up, a lot of flavor there. We got a whole onion we're going to get in. I'm going to let that sweat just a little bit, try to get some of that fond up off the bottom of the pot, and then we'll get some chopped garlic in there. Get some little salt and pepper in there. Go ahead and add the chopped garlic. A couple tablespoons there. Let that toast up a few minutes. Alright, we're going to go in with a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce in there. This is really going to deglaze the bottom of this pan. Just like it. I'm going to cut the fire off. We get this chili sauce processed and we'll get it in the pot. Alright, let's get the chili sauce blended up here. I'm going to get the bay leaves out. Alright, we got that down pretty smooth. We'll get that over here in this braising pot and get the beef in there. Alright, let's get the beef in the pot. chili sauce in here. And you want to just cover your beef. Now you can put this in the oven 350 and let it braise about 3 hours. I'm going to do stovetop 3 hours. We'll check it. And when it's real tender and just busting apart, then it's done. See y'all back shortly. Alright, your beef's been braising for about 3 hours. Look pretty good. I went through a while ago and skimmed off the fat off of the top. I'm going to use that here shortly. There's still some in there, but I did the best I could. We're going to get this beef out of here. Boy, I tell you, that smells good. That's going to be some good taco meat right there. We're going to get some Monterey Jack cheese on the shell. Ooh, going to be good. I'm going to pour that chili sauce that meat was braised in over here and get it strained off, and we're going to make a soppin sauce. Get it worked through here and get it strained out. It's going to be like a consomme sauce. Alright, I think I pretty much got that strained out. Now, some folks don't strain this out, but I don't want all this in there. I want a nice, smooth soppin sauce, and that's what we're going to get. It took a few minutes, but it was worth it. Alright, here's what we're going to do to this soppin sauce. I'm going to put a little cayenne pepper in here, about a half a teaspoon. Get a little heat up on it. We're going to get a little salt in here. I want this to be pretty salty. Get a taste here and see what this is doing. Oh my goodness. Woo! That's it right there. That's going to be the soppin sauce. We're going to get this beef shredded up. Get ready to put some tacos together. Alright, we just want to go in here and get this beef pulled apart. Shred it. Alright, that looks pretty good. We'll get these shells fried up and get these put together. Alright, let's get some of these Birria tacos put together here. I got a skillet heating up on a low medium. I'm going to get a little bit of this rendered fat with that stained chili sauce in there. We're going to get that in the skillet. Lay a corn tortilla shell down. Just like that. We're going to let these sizzle up till they get a little bit golden on that side. Flip them, do the same thing, and then we'll load these up. let's get some cheese on here. Get some shredded Monterey Jack. Mexican blend cheese. Put the beef on here. A little bit of white onion. A little bit of cilantro. I'm going to take a little bit of this Soppin sauce. Put that in here. And we're going to flip these over like it's a taco. Now I just like to flip mine back and forth until the shell is nice and firm and crisped up a little bit. And I tell you what, them shells frying up in that seasoned beef fat, it's just over the top. Those looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and get them into the plate. And then we'll get this Soppin sauce bowled up. That'll be ready to eat. Got the tacos plated up there, look real good. We're going to get some of this Soppin sauce in the bowl. Put that right back there. Dip them tacos in. Of course, we know we need a little lime. That's it. I tell you what, this right here is a special kind of taco. You'll slap yourself and everybody around the table. Delish. Till next time, peace.